wide-reaching system.
It has indeed, and by the way, still cold up here too, Al, so keep your hat on. We'll check back in with you in a couple of minutes. Tamron, it would not be a State of the Union speech without something weird happening after or during, and we've got another one this morning.
You couldn't make this up in one of these political dramas from Aaron Sorkin. I mean, this was absolutely crazy, and it's the big talk on social media. Basically, a New York One reporter, this guy's name is Michael Scotto, he was interviewing New York Congressman Michael Grimm. At the time, this is following the State of the Union, the reporter asked Congressman Grimm about an investigation surrounding campaign finance violations, and that's when things went in an awful direction. Take a look. So just a short time ago, I spoke with the reporter Michael Scotto and asked him what was going through his mind when the congressman told him he would break him and toss him off that balcony. Take a listen.
You know, I'll just say I was not expecting that response. I was expecting maybe him to say, you know, I was disappointed you asked that question.
Do you want the understatement of the morning? I was not expecting that response. I'd say, well, speaking of responses, last night is social media fodder, guys. But the other question I posed to some people, if this were a female reporter, would people have jokes behind it, or would they see it as a more serious situation? So a lot to discuss, and we'll see what Congressman Grimm perhaps says later today, guys.
Well, it is the topic. And what are people talking about anymore?
This will put a smile on your face. We all know selfies, Savannah. We're familiar with them, but kid selfies are all the rage. The Associated Press recently reported on children grabbing their parents' phones. Carson, Natalie, I'm sure you understand, and taking selfies like this. The nose.
Oh, boy.
Hey, say ah. So we've asked some of our viewers to go on our Facebook and show us selfies their kids have taken. This is hilarious. Jasmine's daughter took
Need some marshmallows out there. And where are now when you need him to say, you know what really burns my behind? Claim about that high, actually.
Not like the word they use, though. I don't say behind.
That's right. I cleaned it up for him. Morning, everyone. Nice to have you along. I'm Savannah Guthrie with Carson Daly, who's in for Matt. Tamron Hall. Al's down in D.C. We'll see him in a couple of moments.
And coming up, the man who learned the hard way, you do not mess up.
Live TV, right there. He just started running faster and faster. We want to get the latest on the storm that actually Jim was covering at that time in NBC.
Tamron.
Nice and warm.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, I love the birthdays, everything
The
going
wind's
on.
blowing this way a little bit, so they're going to get a little bit of heat back there.
Well, we get to keep this? This is not just props, right?
Brought the marshmallows. Anybody? No.
You can take that to Sochi with you. You might need it.
We had a little bit of snow over the night here. Nothing like what they've had down south. That's our big story this morning. We continue to follow it. We'll check in with Dylan and Al as the morning goes on.
Also, Ed, what'd you guys get Oprah for her birthday today? Did you get her
She
anything?
has it all.
You know what I got her? This giant hat. It's like about $157.
I gave that to you. Oprah, if you can believe it, turned 60. Why she says her life couldn't be better. More on that coming up.
Yeah, and also we're going to be talking with Colin Cowie. He's the man who was planning Oprah's big birthday bash, but apparently she decided to pull the plug last minute. So
to get the scoop from
But he's going to
Colin.
give us some scoop as well on how to organize a party.
And what do you do with all the stuff once you've planned a huge party?
We're going to have our own
Sit down and
party,
eat it.
right?
We'll take it, but first, also, the best-selling book, The Fault in Our Stars, is now being made into a movie starring Shailene Woodley, and we have an exclusive sneak peek. Wow, well, The Fault in Our Stars opens on June 6th.
I
Perfect
loved
summer.
that book,
You said
so
it was
I
fantastic.
cannot wait to see this movie. It's great.
All right, let's head to Al in Washington. Hey, Al, we've moved outside. Are you happy? Not so wimpy.
I am thrilled. You guys have really shown your manliness. All right.
All right, Al, thank you so much. Well, meantime, some well wishes are in order, right?
Yes, Oprah Winfrey celebrates a milestone today. She's 60, and she's taking it, of course. So, in addition to Oprah, other fabulous women turning 60 this year, Christy Brinkley, Ellen Barkin, and Lorraine Bracco. And we were talking about the fact that, like, 60 really, how do you define it today compared to in the 1950s or 40s? People, men and women, look so great. But, breaking news, developing news, Oprah has canceled
Why did she cancel
her
the
birthday.
party?
Well, reportedly, according to E!, our friends over there say that she felt the guest list was getting out of control. But I'm thinking, you're
Well, she
Oprah.
could've
You are the
just
epitome of control.
taken the pen and crossed
it
people
didn't
off.
get so out of control.
Because you get to go, and you get to go.
You can't go, and you can't go. You're off the list, too.
So there you go.
Well, you know who might have some scoop on this?
Yeah.
Colin Cowie. He was the
What did it feel to win that competition and to be named to the Olympic team?
Fun.
Are you concerned at all about security and the situation there in Sochi? I mean, I know a lot of athletes are sort of, having some concerns.
I think where we are up in the mountains, we're pretty safe, and I'm going to let that just be something that we don't worry about. And I'll just focus on shredding and having a good time with my family there.
What kind of tricks are you working on? Like, what are the big moves that we should be watching for? And I know.
I am not. I am.
You're not?
I need to go home.
You gotta get on it right now.
I know. I leave Saturday, so I need to go home tomorrow, drop some stuff off at my house in California, repack, and then off to Sochi on Friday.
You got to pack more
Saturday.
hats, right?
More hats, maybe something
It's all the
furry.
look.
Yeah,
You got to get the Pharrell hat. We've got an extra one for you, maybe.
Oh, I'll take it.
Danny
that.
Davis, thanks so much. And a reminder, the Olympic competition begins next Thursday right here on NBC. Coming up next is the record coal-making flu season even worse, a survival guide now that it's peak season right here. But first, this is Today on NBC. Back at 8:50 right now. As we mentioned earlier, Oprah is celebrating a milestone birthday, one of more than 4 million Americans turning 60 this year.
And if you want to throw a party like Oprah or a rock star, whatever you want to do, entertaining and lifestyle expert Colin Cowie has planned Oprah's parties for many, many years, and he's with us now. Good morning. We've got to start by saying, though, Oprah's party's been postponed. What happened?
Well,
or
I
canceled?
think we spent 7 months planning this amazing party, and then when the guest list was north of 450 people,
Ooh.
she decided not to go ahead with it.
Oh, no.
So she's
When
going
did
to
you get
a
that
nice,
call?
quiet party this evening.
Oh.
But we're working on another party. Her best friend who threw her 50th birthday party, she's throwing his 80th birthday party.
Oh, okay. So
we'll
maybe
do
you'll take some of this design.
The masculine version of it.
Yeah,
version.
well, this is quite lovely.
Tell us about the theme. First of all, I noticed the colors are just gorgeous here
So
on
the color
table.
scheme here is nude champagne and oyster.
Beautiful.
Which is very beautiful.
Very elegant.
Nice to see that order. And then I think one of the big take-home points here is the mirrored runner. And I think it makes it very mesmerizing, glamorous and elegant. Very inexpensive to do. I found these mirrored tiles at Home Depot.
Flowers.
A layer of the flowers. You see all the flowers are very low. Everyone gets to see very clearly across the table. Yeah. The beautiful thing here, there's one type of flower per vase, and each vase has a vintage collected feeling and
Very
look
nice.
to it.
Now, quickly about you like this time of the year. Like some of these are obviously expensive or too difficult to find. What do you like?
Roses are not very expensive. Tulips are not very expensive. These are ranunculus and other roses and the paper ones.
Perfect. Okay.
All right,
So,
now you.
and it's all very low and lots of candles because they just
Lots
make
of
it glamorous and elegant and make it really well lit.
And you want to be able to have a conversation with someone across the way, so if you have big,
All the
tall
flowers are always lower than
right.
12 inches.
Right. Now tell us about the place settings. Just gorgeous,
So
and you
all the place settings
personalized
here
as
is
well.
gold, and I wanted it soft glow.
That is
Yeah.
lovely. And it adds such an intimacy,
It
but
does,
something that's
yeah.
easy to do.
And it makes
Very
it look
nice.
very glamorous and very
Very
elegant.
does.
Okay. And there's
then?
always a Colin Cowie signature
There's always
cocktail.
I do take credit for teaching or introducing Oprah to tequila. So this is the breakfast
Nice.
version of a wonderful cocktail that we like to serve at the parties.
Wow.
What is that? Cocoa?
This
right
is
there? Okay.
chocolate, a little bit of orange oil, and this is chocolate and chili.
Nice.
So what I've done, I'm going to put these in the ice circle over here because we actually walk around the dance floor with these just like this.
Wow.
How cool.
And inside here, this is the morning version. So there's no tequila in this one.
Yes.
Come
Usually it's a third tequila, a third coffee liqueur, and a third espresso.
Wow.
That
And
sounds
guaranteed to keep you dancing over 3 hours.
That's going to wake us up this morning.
And of course,
for
you
sure.
alcohol?
tequila
Well, there's no cocktail. There's no tequila
Sorry,
in this
I
one.
didn't mean to walk in the segment. I
Grab
just
one
saw
of those.
alcohol.
All right, so this is the mock version of it?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Ooh, this is so lovely.
This is great.
And
Ooh, this is ice.
this will buy you another 2 hours on the
Cheers.
dance floor.
Cheers.
And by the way, I
Cheers.
should point out the beautiful decor and the decoration,
Give
the
me through the day.
flowers. I believe there's somebody in the.
Yes, Max has been helping us put flowers together all night long. There we go.
that's
That's
delicious.
the piece that we made. Look how beautiful
love
the signature
that.
piece
Very
is.
tasty.
See, it's putting the cloche on
Oh,
top.
wow, that's cool.
Just inhaled cocoa.
Thank you.
Cocoa
Happy
just
birthday, Oprah.
Happy birthday, Oprah.
Happy
Thank you,
birthday.
God.
We are back with much more Wednesday
behind that.
morning.
There is it spicy. It's a chili.
It's chili with
Your local
chocolate.
news.
Interesting.
I love
to have
it.
known
I think we
That's
need
good,
tequila now.
That's what got me. It's like,
Thank you, Colin.
we're back after your local news and weather. Cheers. Happy birthday.